All right, we are going to continue on with the Alien RPG. Now we're going to get into, we've talked about some rules. Man, we built character. Well, we didn't technically build them. Sorry, the old geek. I said build instead of create. So, we talked about characters. We talked about skills and talents and combat. How do we do all that? How do we wear armor to protect us? Where are the guns that can shoot some things? Where's this vehicle that I can drive? We have all these abilities, but I want the equipment to actually be able to use them. Is there a load? Come on, tell me there's a loader in this game that I can go clunk, clunk, clunk and stomp around the deck with and go beat up an alien or two with that, right? We all want that. Well, let's find out if we have that in just a moment. The best tabletop RPG groups follow these core values to respect the campaign setting, the game, and the people at the table. Refer to the URL in the video's description to donate to the charity we support, the Wounded Warrior Project. Sunday on Rumble and YouTube, we provide tabletop RPG game, system, and setting overviews. Then on Friday, a panel of guests editorialize on the TTRPG hobby as a whole. Thursdays and Saturdays are when Heathen Dog leads his Dirty Casuals video game squad on twitch.tv/legionofmyth. Please like and share this video with your friends and on social media, and subscribe to Legion of Myth for more tabletop RPG content. All right, once again, there's our alien cover. I love the cover. They did a really good job with that. I have the special edition book because I think I pre-ordered it or something. Is it back there? Yeah. Not a brag or anything. In fact, I'm disappointed. I mean, it's got the nice face hugger on there, and this is actually kind of 3D, like you can feel this. But I like what I've learned from most games. This is not a Free League issue. This is pretty much true of all games. I don't want the special edition cover. I want the real cover for the book. One, it fits the shelf better in terms of like it fits, the game. Also, that cover looks awesome. I like it. But all right, let's move on. I already forgot what page I said I was on. 120 or something. I don't care. Oh, that was pretty close. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna look at gear now. I've got some notes here of like what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to just read charts. All right, well, we're going to actually look at this here because we kind of have to define some things. So let's define what it says here. So bonus indicates any modification you get to your close combat or range combat roll. So these are going to be like gear dice from the other games. Damage is the base damage rating. How many points of damage you target success? Okay, so remember damage in this game. So let's just, for arbitrary purposes, let's say the weapon does 2 points of damage. If you get one success, you do 2 points of damage. And then you can use your stunts to increase the damage, but you're not doubling it or tripling it. You're adding one every time. So if you want to go from 2 to 4 damage, you actually have to spend 2 stunts. You have to have a total of 3 successes. 1 success to get your initial 2 damage, 1 stunt, so 1 extra success for the stunt for 3 damage, and 1 stunt again for 4 damage. And I state that because I've seen at the table a couple of times where, again, Forbidden Lands, but where people are like, wait a minute, doesn't that double my damage? Like, no, it's just 1 extra point. That's all it is. But you have other options available to you. So, well, sorry about that, El De Luna. So, good to see you're a member. I think you're one of those that got members from Law Dog. Gave he's given like 60 people memberships over the last few weeks. So I appreciate that from both Law Dog, and I appreciate the fact that you're a member. If you don't know El De Luna, you have access to like over 4,000 videos, and you have access to the live streams after the fact. So like the Friday stream, it goes live on Friday, but then the videos don't come out until a month later. Here, this live stream's live, right? But then the videos don't come out until, during the week, and then you still miss some of the interaction stuff. Yeah, so you have access to all of that now as a member, so check it out. All right, so where are we? So we talked about damage. The word blast followed by a number means the weapon inflicts no direct damage, but instead triggers an explosion, which we talked about in a previous video. Range is the maximum range category at which the weapon can be effectively used. Maximum. Weight, okay, cost. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually should talk about weight because of how Free League does, Use Your Engine does weight. Because how many typical items the weapon counts as in the inventory list. Remember, I call it lines of items. I forget how they specifically call it here. It's just a habit of mine. An item either is half a line, 1 line, or 2 lines. So, let's see. Cost is the weapon's typical price in United American dollars. That's right. Go America. And special is any special effects weapon has. Armor piercing means that any armor rating counts as half against. Ooh, half. Wow. Okay, half against this weapon. Round fractions up. Armor doubled means that any armor rating is doubled against weapon. Chances are, armor piercing probably does a little less damage, but goes to the armor. And armor doubled probably means that weapon does a ton of damage, but good luck getting through the armor. That's good to get in squishy targets, right? All right, let's just look at a couple things. We got some pistols here. So let's look at the M4A3 service pistol, right? Why not? It's got a +2 bonus, so it's a pretty accurate gun. But it only does 1 damage. And its weight is 1/2, so it's half a line. Oh, I see how they do this here, 1/2. So you can hold 2 of them for 1 line of item. And it costs about $200. Man, I wish my gun cost $200. Jeez. like, oh no, better not do it. YouTube will kick me off. My 45 sits right here next to me. So, pistols. Okay, so we got a nice drawing here. And by the way, I kind of, Hindog and I kind of had some issues with this book, and I mentioned one, and I think the last video or the one before. This is awesome. By the way, Free League. This is awesome, and other companies need to copy this. Yes, the information is in the chart, but it is also here with the weapon. But that takes up extra space. Good. More information is better. I love the fact that it's in the chart, and I love the fact that the information is here underneath the weapon as well. Awesome. More books need to do that. Now I don't have to go down here and think, hold on, what was that again? No, it's right there. Bam, bam, bam. So, all right, let's look at a rifle. Let's look at 12 shotgun. There we go. Armat model 37A2 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Bonus +2. Well, it's got that spread out. Damage 3. Whew. That's a big boom. But it only shoots into short range. Again, it's a shotgun. Makes sense. Weight 1, cost 5. Armor doubled. That makes sense for a shotgun. And if you look up here, M42A scope rifle, it's probably not quite a sniper rifle, but, similar in vein, right? It shoots really far, but it's armor piercing. But it only does 2 damage. There you go. So that's some firepower right there. Rifles, and it's going to talk. We're not going to read about what the different rifles are. So, but we can look at them. M41A pulse rifle. There you go. And I think the drawings are done well enough that you get the idea of the weapon without having to be like, that's not realistic. Oh, it looks fine. Dirty bullets. Okay, well, you can read about dirty bullets on your own. Yeah, give me radiation from the bullet stick. And now we got some heavy weapons. All right, let's look at the UA 571C Sentry Gun. Yeah, we got a Sentry Gun. +2 bonus. Damage is 4. Wow. And it fires into extreme range. Whoa. Okay, so that's something you're going to have on the outside of your building. And it's armor piercing, full auto, and range combat of 8. Okay, yeah, don't mess with this thing. You want to take this out, death from above style. Or with some indirect fire. Well, that's why it costs 12,000 though. And you got an electroshock grenade, which stuns people. All right. And look at some more weapons there. Oh, is this one full reload of firearm typically costs about 5% of the cost of the weapon itself? Okay, bullet prices right now in the real world are higher than what I think they should be, but I like a nice feature like this where kind of paying for the quality of bullet, paying for the quality of the gun. It just makes the game simpler, so you don't have to come up with this bullet should be that much and that one should be that much. Market conditions state. No, don't worry about that. And then we got some heavy weapons. All right, that's what we were looking at, right? M56A2 smart gun. Is this the one that Drake was using? Yeah, this is the gun Drake was using, wasn't it? I think so. Damage bonus is 3. Wow, the bonus is 3 with that thing? That either means it's really accurate or really powerful or a combination thereof. Wow, well, it's armor piercing and full auto. What's that? This makes me wonder how the shotgun statistics might be altered if using slugs. Drake and Vasquez, yeah, that's fair, yeah. I would say it's okay. The way it's written, I would say it's probably buckshot. For birdshot, I'd say it just does less damage. For a slug, yeah, you might change that. I wouldn't give it armor piercing for a slug, but I'd probably reduce its bonus down, but keep its damage the same. But then not have the double armor. Yeah, whatever you wanted to do at your game. Right. Close combat. I mean, shotguns themselves, I mean, you want to get to a real gun aficionado to answer that question. I would say no, because usually most shotguns that I've fired they either have just the little ball at the front, but they don't have rear and front sights. So I wouldn't say it would necessarily have better range. Because, the sight has a lot to do with the range, in terms of at least hitting a target. So, but that's up to you. I mean, M3 personal armor has an armor rating of 6. Do you guys remember what that means? Well, in case not, it means you roll 6 dice and every success reduces the damage by 1. So M3 personal armor looks pretty good. I like that compared to all these other ones. The P5000 power loader only has an armor rating of 3. Why? Because it's mostly open air. I can see you. But in close combat, you get a +3. You get +3 to your attack because I'm going to clunk you and I'm going to clunk you hard. So, all right. There you go. There's your loader. Yeah. Here, let's zoom out. Yeah, there's your loader. I mean, look at that. It still gives you +3, or still gives you 3 armor, even with all of that exposed, right? Okay, well, other equipment I'm going to cover in another video. That was the plan anyway. Yeah, it's still going to be the plan because I already have all the descriptions written. So there we go. That's your weapons and armor. Unless there's anything you guys really wanted me to take a look at one more time, I just showed you all the charts. There's really not much more to say on these here. Just wanted to kind of show off what weapons are in here. Now, let's do one thing. You know what? Since I do have a little bit of time, let's do something. Let's pull up the Colonial Marines book for just a second. And all I'm doing here is I just want to see how much more equipment they have in this book. Colonial Marine Corps. Okay, that stuff, that's okay. New talents. New specialties. So basically your career weapons, pistols. Okay, 66. Really good book to have if you're playing a group of Marines because it goes into specialties. So it's not just a Marine. You can be a specific type of Marine, but a specific type of soldier in there. There we go, rifles. Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 more pistols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rifles. Oh, about 6 or so heavy weapons. Oh, this one gets into ammunition. So this one gets into explosives and ammunition, chemical weapons. Don't use chemical weapons, people. That's just mean. More protective gear and body armor. Okay, there's some more stuff in here. I mean, it's not like an entire listing of weapons and equipment, but it looks like it at least doubles it. So, good stuff. So there you go. If you want even more, you can buy the Colonial Marines book. There you go. Showing Colonial Marines. And get even more equipment. Really good book. If you are playing the Marines and you really want to focus on that, it is a really good book. Oh, there. All right, with that, okay, the last video for today, the last segment today will be next, which will be other equipment, which is going to include some medical supplies, some note pewters, and some things like that are going to assist your character. Maybe we'll finally talk about some of those drugs that they mentioned earlier to see how I can get healed. We'll find out. I don't know. But that'll be in the next video, and I look forward to seeing you then.